Okay, so finally the OnePlus Student Ambassador Program 2021 is here, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for this video since quite a while now, so let's just jump right into it. My name is Kirat, welcome back to the channel. Let's get started. I will basically cover three main things today. The first is the things that you need to know before or after you watch this video. Second is some general insights and FAQs from my side, the things that I have been noticing floating around, so I'm going to answer all of that. And third is the application itself. I'll go over all the application questions one by one and give you some general advice and feedback on that. So yeah, a big disclaimer, none of this has been supported or confirmed by OnePlus. All of this is purely based on my personal experience from the past 2 years. OnePlus SAP is in no way officially involved with me or with the creation of this video or any content basically that I put out. Also, don't use any examples that I might give you in this video, because I bet the OnePlus team is gonna watch this and they'll know if you copy anything from this video, since especially now that hundreds of students will be watching this video. So yeah, just be careful about that. So I'm doing all this for you, but I just want one thing in return. No, it's not to subscribe or like. I know you guys will do that anyways, regardless of me asking or not, right? It's actually to watch my first ever short film called Alexa, Do My Assignment. Last month, I worked for 10 days continuously to produce this film. I've always wanted to make one, but I shied away from doing it because of the large amount of effort involved in scripting, shooting, editing, all of that. So yeah, I would really love if you can go check it out. The response till now has been amazing and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's only a couple of minutes long. So I'll leave the link to it in the description, and yeah, thanks for doing that. Now this is going to be a long one. Grab some popcorn and let's start with the first topic. So the absolute first thing you need to do is go watch last year's SAP video. So last year I made this really detailed 30-minute long SAP video where I just go into the depth of how the program works, the different kind of teams, and I even share live examples of the work I did as a student ambassador and explain you the reasoning behind it, just so you can develop a sense of what's involved in SAP and what kind of thought process you would need during the application. So that's very important. Go watch that video. And the next thing is join the Campus Beyond Discord community. So Campus Beyond is a community that's run by me and my team, where we help and mentor students just like you for all kinds of student ambassador programs, from OnePlus, Red Bull, Snapchat, IBM, Microsoft, GitHub, the whole package. It's totally free of cost. All you have to do is go to our Instagram bio and fill the form over there, and you'll receive the invite in your inbox. So yeah, do that, because I will not be making any more videos on round 2, round 3, 4. All the communication will be held over on the Discord server itself. So it's very important for you to be there. Now let's move on to our second topic, the FAQs and some general insights. The first point is, don't be a OnePlus fanboy. So there is this huge misconception among students that to be a part of this program, you need to use a OnePlus phone, a OnePlus watch, and I don't know what, you need to know the company from day one, you need to know all the phone launch dates and all of that. So don't think that. It's not like that. OnePlus is not looking for fanboys. They're looking for people who can represent the brand. So don't just, keep praising OnePlus in your application, or keep saying that, oh, I have been using OnePlus One since when it was launched and I buy a new phone every year. So don't write all of this. They're not looking for people like that. Second point, pay attention to the details. If you're calling OnePlus Buds as OnePlus Pods or something, or if you're writing OnePlus and the O is not capital, the P is small, if you're messing that up, then there's a huge chance that it might affect your application. So just keep a tab on all of these things. Just proofread your answers, go through them and check that spellings and the capitalization of all the letters is correct. Third point, there is no formula for SAP. Don't run around trying to perfect your application by looking at your friends or even Campus Beyond Discord community members. I have been doing this for 2 years now, and last year when I made a Telegram group of all the applicants, I looked through like hundreds of CVs, I saw a lot of Instagram profiles and all of that, and honestly there were like 15-20 people that I thought had perfect applications in theory, but they did not get in. They did not get selected as OnePlus student ambassadors. So clearly it does not work that way. Just focus on being unique, focus on your unique abilities and points. Fourth point, does college matter? Again, this is a misconception that only students from IITs, BITS, NITs would get into OnePlus SAP, because there's this chatter around Amazon and Facebook jobs that only students from IITs get the chance or NITs get the chance, all of that. That's a whole different story. But talking about SAP, I would say this is not entirely true. There is some truth to it, because see, at its core, this is a brand ambassador program. OnePlus is looking for students who represent the brand. And when you talk about these big colleges, there is always a factor of brand tag involved, right? That's what all the hype is about. So I would say that, yeah, OnePlus, in my opinion, would be looking for students from these colleges, but the skill will always triumph any college or any brand that you have with you. Fifth point, your Instagram profile. Now, does your Instagram profile need to be public or not? If you were to ask me, I would say that's a big yes. Have you ever applied for an internship or any program of sorts where they don't ask for your CV or LinkedIn profile upfront? OnePlus is only asking for your Instagram profile. So this is your only chance to kind of show them your personality, to show them your account, and just let them go through your profile. And I understand that not all of you are creators, not all of you have a super aesthetic feed or some brilliant things on your profile, but still I would say that if you can keep your profile public, if you have, let's say, a photography account, if you have a design account, or just some creative work that you do, make sure you include that and make sure the profile is public. That is going to play a huge role. That is going to earn you brownie points. That I can say from my experience. Sixth point, do you need video, design, or technical skills as prerequisites? Not exactly, but I would say now that the program is completely online, that might give you some advantage over other applicants. For example, if you're doing any campaign online, obviously it's going to involve creating a video, it's going to involve design, it's going to involve copywriting. So, if you have these skills, if you have experience with them, I think that will get some weightage. But even if you don't have anything to show in terms of like a portfolio, make sure you try to exhibit your understanding of these skills in your answers. So if you're talking about some marketing campaign or some video from OnePlus SAP page or any other video for that matter, make sure you analyze it. What did you find interesting? How did the different elements play a part in making the video look great? So you can do all of that to show that you actually know this topic well. And talking about technical skills like coding and all, SAP does not have any element of coding or web development or algorithms involved in it. So don't be fooled into thinking that the technical team involves coding and developing apps, all of that. The tech team is basically for integrating the OnePlus tech into different parts of the campaign, and also collaborating and finding different student tech research teams across India. The seventh and the last point is, don't fake anything. If you go on just blabbering about how you know design so well, and you talk about all these agency level terms about design and videos, thinking that they would get impressed and put you into round 2, well, you should know that the further rounds, the round 2, 3, 4 will be based on your round 1 answers. So if you fake something and you're not able to answer it in the interview, that will be an instant rejection. So just be careful, stay honest, stay true, and don't fake anything. Now coming to our third topic, which I think most of you have been waiting for, which is the application process. Now a disclaimer once again, whatever I'm about to tell you is my perspective, is the way I would approach these questions. There are infinite, there are n number of ways you could write these questions, and if you have a creative approach, a unique approach, please go for that. Do not stick to what I tell you here, or do not stick to whatever you read on Discord or on the internet. Because as I said, when you have like 20,000 applicants applying, you need to stand out. Why do you want to apply? Now, here they want to know your intentions towards this program, and even though your intention might be to get the latest OnePlus phone or the OnePlus accessories, do not write that. Again, that will be an instant rejection. That I know for sure. Instead, you should focus on how you can contribute to the OnePlus student community by becoming a OnePlus student ambassador. Don't be too specific about your ideas over here, because there is I think a SAP vision question next. So you need to save your detailed ideas for that question. But yeah, just go over how you would contribute to the student community. Next is, which team do you want to join? So there are 3 teams: campuspreneurs, content curators, and tech innovators. Although I've covered what these teams do and what kind of work is involved in my previous SAP video, I would just lightly touch upon this once again for some better context. So campuspreneurs are basically responsible for carrying out events, and these are not college specific events. So even though you are putting in your college and you get selected as a student ambassador from that college, you're not necessarily just looking at doing events in your college. These are nationwide events. You would have to think of unique events and even collaborations. So if there's some huge college event going on, you would have to think about how you can collaborate with them. And even when OnePlus India is doing some event, maybe some launch event, some online music event, so you would have to figure out how can the student community collaborate with them and work out all the logistics. So that's what the campuspreneurs team does. And then we have tech innovators. As I just explained to you just a while ago, that tech innovators are basically the students who will be finding student research teams across India and collaborating with them to integrate OnePlus Tech and also include OnePlus Tech in these events and content campaigns. Lastly, we have content curators. These are the students who will sit right in the middle of these two teams, as anything you do will require, content curation. So yeah, that's what these teams do. But don't think that if you apply to a certain team, you would only be doing content creation or you would only be doing events. All the three teams work very closely. So even if you're interested in like two teams or three teams, don't worry, just apply for the strongest team, because after you get in, you can obviously get involved with the other teams. The next question is, why this team? Here you need to justify this team choice that you just made, and you can't just say that I like content creation, I like organizing events, or I like tech. You need to justify that. Now, how do you do that? Obviously with previous experience. So if you have organized online events in the past, maybe as a part of some internship or college fest, talk about them, and more importantly, talk about the impact that they had. Or if you're a content creator, if you help someone create content, you can talk about that as well. But the important thing, again, I'm stressing on this, that justify your choice. Don't just talk about your technical knowledge about content creation or campaigns or throw around some big agency terms around. Just focus on experience. Next question is, what is your vision for SAP 2021? So I think this is the most creative question, because with the other question, at least there's some structure. But with this one, there is like no roadmap or no structure. You can be as creative as you want to be. So the only advice I would have for you here is that if you can't think of the vision, imagine yourself as a OnePlus student ambassador and you got in and you're part of the team. Now, what is the first event that you would want to do? What is the first content piece you would produce, or the first tech collaboration you would do? So that should give you some ideas and some inspiration on how to tackle this question. Next, we have, tell us about an instance where you had to be impactful or innovative. How did this instance shape you as an individual? This is again asking for some experience, but this is not particularly related to your team. So I would just give you an example over here to help you understand this better. Imagine I'm a video creator, okay, and I worked for this NGO maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and to promote their new campaign, I made a video for them. And then I will talk about how that video created such a huge impact and invited a lot of new participants to the campaign. How did that increase donations, create some buzz on social media? And when you talk about the second point, how did this instance shape you as an individual? I would say that after making that video and seeing the kind of impact that it had, I realized that content creation is not just about views and subscribers, it is about so much more. So I hope that this gives you a bit of direction on how you should be going about this question. Next, which channel did you get to know about SAP? This is irrelevant. The second last question is, are you aware of RCC? So RCC is basically the Red Cable Club, a loyalty program by OnePlus. This is just a yes or no question. You don't have to write anything or talk about RCC. So yeah, pretty straightforward. And lastly, what are your expectations from this program? If you have watched this video till now, and if you followed everything I said about watching the 30-minute video and everything, I think you would have an idea on how to go about this. Again, I would say don't talk about goodies, benefits, swag. OnePlus is not looking for that, and that will have a huge negative impact on your application. just talk about how you can add value to the student community and how working with the best minds across the country, since so many applicants are applying, and when you get in you would be like in the top 25 of all those applications. So talk about how being in that group would help you grow and network. And yeah, that's how I would tackle this question. So yeah, that was it. That was the OnePlus Student Ambassador Program 2021 application and everything that I needed to tell you about it. Next thing, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, or if you want to chat about round 2, round 3, 4, make sure you join the Campus Beyond Discord community. As I said in the start, I will not be making any more videos or putting out content about this. So yeah, if you want to talk to me or ask me something, you would have to join the Discord community. I'll leave all the links in the description. Good luck with your application. I wish you all the very best. Don't get scared with hearing 20,000 applicants and all of that. I bet like most of the applicants haven't even watched this video or followed all the steps that I just told you. So if you do that, you're already ahead of most of them. So yeah, just chill, and I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.